was about to shoot my center sports video, but I'm not finna shoot that right now. I'm just finna go live and talk about my stressful day. Like I told you, I anticipated. I told y'all this little fucktard was gonna call me throughout some point of the day and pick an argument. That's the only move. Only move. Once I say something that's not agreeing to them, that's all they gonna do is pick an argument. And not that smart intellectual wise. So yeah, that's that. I don't really give a fuck. Motherfucker told me to get out tonight again. They put me out yet again, like how they always do. But I ain't went nowhere. And this was like 3, 4 hours ago. They told me this is before the Lions game coming out. You got an hour, 45 minutes to an hour to leave. I ain't been nowhere yet. And I know where you at. You at my auntie crib with my sister. So I really don't care. You literally want to pick arguments just to pick an argument. And I was right. I don't give a fuck, bitch. It is what it is. You want me gone? Evict me. I've been here for the past 2 years. You really gotta evict me on some real shit. And I'll make you go that route on some real shit. You're not gonna sit up there and motherfucking annoy me on the grounds that you just want to annoy me. Get the fuck out of here. That's not finna happen. Because yesterday, we got into it Friday. Yesterday, you called me to take care of my roommate, which is your boyfriend's cousin. You couldn't have been that fucking mad. Today, you called me because a customer or your friend come over here to get some shoes. You don't have the shoes that they want. You saying some shit to me, and then I say something back to you, and now you want to get the fuck out. So I don't really give a fuck about none of that shit. This is the shit that you do. You cause friction. You're the problem. I'm not the problem. And I'm gonna keep on telling you this shit, you dumb bitch. I ain't the problem. I don't give a fuck how you like to decipher that shit. I ain't the problem. And see, motherfuckers gotta go lie when they normally don't just to prove a point. Like, you don't do that shit, bitch. That's my thing. You just want to jock my shit. That's all people do. Okay, you got 304 views off Facebook, but that's your fucking your lane, and that's a total collective. Like people be trying to piss me the fuck off. Real shit, they do. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Yo, what's up,
My
man?
day was stressful after like 3, 4 o'clock before the Lions game came on, but I digress. I told y'all this bitch like me. She wanna fuck me. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm always gonna say that shit. This is my employee, which is my cousin. She fucked up. I don't care. That's your fucking problem. You deal with your fucking emotions the way you see fit. But don't take that shit out on me. Shut the fuck up! I gotta find a video or at least the fucking picture of this final score of this game so I can shoot a Center Sports video. Because the fucking Lions won, nigga, like how I said. And I predicted it was gonna be 20 something to like 17, but it was like 20 something to 14. So it wasn't that far off. If I would have took like +3 or some shit like that, I would have hit. So it's cool. I should be an asshole and call my cousin while she at her grandma's house to piss her off, but I ain't finna do that shit because she already told me to get the fuck out over some shit. I told her I'm gonna talk to y'all for the past couple of days, and I've been pissed off. Y'all know what's going on. She mad over some shit that she said. I responded. I told her to shut the fuck up. She didn't shut the fuck up, and she should have shut the fuck up because other people in the vicinity heard shit that they shouldn't have heard, and they got back to other people, and then she blaming that on me. If you just would have shut the fuck up, because I ain't say no names to shit. Other people said names. They seen your fucking response. That's why I told my girl on the phone. She not my girl, but this some bitch that I fuck with. She said, "Why you sound like you act like no?" I said, "Like unless you can see how I'm saying the words that I'm saying and shit like that, it's called body language, baby. So you can't dictate or depict my mood over the phone, and you don't not knowing how I feel." I told her that's how we get like we don't get along with sometimes because you would cause a problem when there's no problem. Like this flash forward backwards rewind a couple weeks ago. She was supposed to get her Benz out the shop. I said, "You get your car." I'm going up there today. I said, "Let's just hope you get out today and it ain't gonna be no next week. Let me go up there with you," type shit. She got mad. I'll call you back later. We ain't spoken 2 weeks based off the fact I knew she wasn't gonna get her car back when she was supposed to get it back. No, I know this because she a female going into a mechanic, not knowing what the fuck. And you got a Benz, a fucking German engineered car. They go fuck you. But bitches don't want to listen to me. Like I'm just a real fucktard, like a real like moron, an idiot. Like I don't know shit. Like come on, man. Come on now, man. Y'all hoes be pissing me the fuck off with that dumbass shit. Y'all need to listen to y'all niggas or listen to the niggas that's in y'all life. I don't give a fuck if that nigga your brother, your cousin, your daddy, your uncle. If you got a good male figure in your life, y'all bitches need to listen to that male because if you asking for any male advice, listen to it. I can teach a female how to get hit. If y'all shut the fuck up and don't challenge a nigga, y'all wouldn't get hit. I'm being honest. Cause I never wanted to strike a female more than I wanted to hit my own cousin. Like for real, for real. Cause she got like a disrespectful mouth. Her and her boyfriend's niece and all that shit. A few other females around them. That's why I don't get why females think they can talk to nigga the way they want to and think a nigga gonna be quiet. That's my biggest dilemma with my cousin. You don't talk to no other nigga the way you talk to me. Try that shit with another nigga. Especially another nigga that ain't family. I feel like I could beat your ass or smack you for some fact I am family. Because if I don't do it, another nigga will do it. And then when another nigga do it, you could be calling a nigga like me just to rectify that situation. So yeah, come on now. I told you, you want to fuck me. She just when I said that shit Friday, she did not say nothing to refute that shit in that moment, but she went straight to social media. Like, yeah, my cousin said, I think I want to fuck him. You do. You always say you get tired of people saying they think I'm your boyfriend, all this other type of shit. Even niggas that fly social when I first started going up there thought I was your boyfriend. When they know who Big Cheese, fuck out of here. You want me to be your boyfriend. You mad that I'm not your boyfriend. Like I don't have to be your boyfriend. Don't want to be, but I could fuck you if you want me to fuck you. You my third or I think fourth generation cousin because we have the same generation, but you not my mama's brother's kids or sister's kids, so that makes you past the generation. My Your mama, which is my mama's cousin, is actually my second cousin because my mama's brother's kids or my mama's sister kids is actually my first cousins. I only got a couple first cousins on my mama's side. Real shit. Actually, one because my uncle Derek didn't have no kids, my uncle Bill didn't have no kids, or at least I don't know of. But my auntie Matt got a son, so yeah, I only got one first cousin. But somebody told me and broke it down how that first cousin should work. It has to be, yeah. Everybody else after the fact. I don't give a fuck if y'all the same generation. Let's just say you, my cousin, my auntie's cousin. Nah, fuck nope. That's like second or probably third or fourth or fifth generation, honestly. Now, if you my uncle's kids, my auntie's kids, first. Anything past that, second, third, so on and so forth. Even if you are related to me. So, if you my auntie kids, like which is my grandmother's sister, that's second generation all day. See what I'm saying? I understand that shit. Like my cousin, she the third generation to me because her mother is my mama's cousin, meaning her first cousin, which make her my second cousin, which make her offspring my third cousin, and so on and so forth. See what I'm saying? But the bitch told me to get out like a few hours ago. I've yet to leave. Ain't nobody came to come escort me off the premises. That's why I don't take that shit seriously. And if they did, I would probably stab them. And if not, it's a fuck. I don't even use guns, but it's an AR back there and it's a 40 cal too. Ain't nobody coming to do shit. And I'm very hands on physically. So fat niggas, any nigga, like it's a hard time trying to beat me. And that's why I don't take her seriously when she say get out because unless you bring somebody over here to where I really feel threatened to where I gotta leave, I ain't going no fucking where. It's your fault that fucking cheating allegations came to forth because you already been accusing a nigga of cheating. So if you accuse a nigga of cheating, then come on now, be smart, bro. Everybody know if you accusing me of doing something, that's a deflection. We just don't bring it up all the goddamn time. I told you when your boyfriend had speculations, or when I thought of speculations of him cheating on you, but I know this personally, he may still eat some pussy, do some shit from time to time, but he don't like spending money, and that's the shit you tell him. So I'll go off that. He just say shit in front of people to make himself look good. That nigga love her too much to death to even go outside. And even if he did, he still got that respect to right because there's too many females to every male. But I feel like he respect her enough to not do that. She just accused this nigga of cheating because he spent the night out a little while ago. Well, he go out of town all the goddamn time, so you might as well speculate him cheating. Then you go out of town frequently too, not all the damn time, but enough to speculate. And you already got a checkered past. He don't. That's the whole point. You got caught up doing something. There's the gigantic motherfucking big ass difference, is what I'm saying. So until you can acknowledge that, then that's the problem. I tell people all the damn time. Bad shit happen to bad people. Good shit don't happen to bad people. Ain't nothing happened to me bad in a long time. The worst thing that happened to me in a long time was karma when I was incarcerated, like me getting stabbed and all that shit. But I believe in all that shit. So that's irrelevant. But before then, before my incarceration, there was no negativity in my life or universal karma heading in my direction. So that's what I be liking to say. When one thing about me, I ain't gonna lie, and I'ma stand solid on what I say. Like one thing when I say I'm not gonna lie is I'm gonna give you the truth, not my version of the truth. Only way I'm gonna lie is on some real shit, unless I'm on the stand, I'm trying to protect somebody or protect myself, I'm going to court or some shit, or I know goddamn well that I was cheating, I got caught up, and I'm trying to still get out of it. I can still be out, but that shit like that, I lie to my bitches. But naturally, fuck now, you ask me a question, I ain't gonna lie. 9 times out of 10, everybody are liars. or lie, but everybody's not a liar. I do lie, but I'm not a liar. That's a big difference. My boss, that bitch is a liar. Like verbatimly, she's a liar. I watched her do some shit and not say some shit in front of her and throw me underneath the bus and say yeah. Love her to death. My cousins, my roommate said that Friday. He like, you love her to death. And I said I do. It was on video, but that's beside the point. Like, I deal in respect. You don't respect me. I'm still gonna respect you, but lately I feel like I ain't even have to respect you. Like today, you want to keep on egging and picking and picking and picking because that's what you do. Because you know you good at it. It's like a scab. Everybody that got a scab, or if you ever had a scab, you go pick that bitch, even if it's not fully healed, and make that bitch bleed again. That's what this bitch do. Like when it comes to life and relations in her life, like or people, she'll do that shit. She'll pick, 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 and pick. But she only pick with me. I have yet in the past 2 years, since 2022, I have yet to see her pick with nobody else, respond to nobody else, get mad or talk to them the way she talked to me. That says a lot. That's why I came up with the whole term horrible boss for her, but she don't understand that concept. It's a movie, don't get me wrong, but it's a funny movie at that. Horrible boss is just a boss that mistreats somebody. And she's a boss that mistreats me and sexually harasses me. For real. So it's just the wordplay, but it's more than that for me. And she know that shit. So I just try to digress and be better and not try to always argue and like confront negativity, but on some real shit. I'm gonna tell you the truth, chat. When it comes to women, I don't like negativity coming from a woman. I just don't because realistically, don't know males coming to me with negativity like in my life because I'm dominant. I'm an alpha. Real shit. And that can be sent. Even when I was like, don't know negative shit come to me from a man point. Like if a nigga mad at me or jealous of me, he just gonna be that. I've heard it from a nigga direct, like, oh, I don't like that nigga. But he's never said it to me directly. So I don't really give a fuck. Yeah. Your mom, yeah, your mama tripping. She at your granny house now. Oh, I already know. I already know. I already know. Cause I told you the exact same thing. So I already know what you're talking about. I am. There was nothing negative behind those words. I said because the same thing I told you the other day is the same thing I told her because you said you chilling with her. Yeah, yeah. All right, then I'm about to hang up. I'm about to do the same thing you do to me. Is hang up. That was not girly nor wrong. I said the same thing to you the other day because I had the same conversation. We was talking about something entirely different, but at first we was talking about something entirely different. But I told you the same thing, and I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about Jazz. I told you the exact same thing I told her when we had that conversation. I said I know he gonna conversate with you, see you, or talk to you in the near future. So all this shit is irrelevant. That's exactly what I said. No, I said that to you too, and I said him. He ain't been with you for 8 years because he been high. I said he making an excuse. I said he loves you. That's the whole point. Because the person wouldn't be with somebody and then use something as a guise. So I'm not gonna refuse. I said if somebody say I said something, I'm gonna say I said it. I'm not gonna lie about that shit. I told you the exact same. I told you the exact same thing the other day. I told you the exact same thing the other day. You laughed at me, nigga. Stop playing with me, bro. No. I never said that Tank said you was fat. I said Tank said that he's under the impression that he don't like bigger women. But he been with somebody for 8 years, and he said because he smoked weed. I said you wasn't high for 8 years, and you was just with somebody. You love that person. That's what I said. That's exactly what I said, verbatimly, nigga. So don't sit up here and try to cause an argument or pick with me, bro. And you called me back. You didn't, but I know what you on. You on demon time just like your mama.
I'm not on demon time.
You are.
Why is you repeating what I'm saying to somebody else, buddy? That's not what me and do. It's a lot of shit they said about you behind closed doors. I don't just go behind nobody's back and just.
Yet you say it's a lot of shit that's been said about you behind closed doors from your mouth and other people's mouths and all that shit. So why is you saying that? Why am I saying something?
Money, there's no way in hell Jazz to know my mama had sex with my friends. How did that get out?
Jazz a liar. Nah.
Okay, now I'm gonna handle that. I'm gonna handle that later on. That's what I want.
I'm not saying she a liar. She lying to me. I said in the past, I said, because you told me, I said, man, because like she said, why you calling her a whore? I said, I got grounds to call her a whore.
Okay, why you ain't bring up Manny? Why would you bring up?
Because the reason why I brought up the friend thing, hold on, shut up. You asked me a question, don't interrupt me. The reason why I brought up the friend thing, because that was something that was actually physical.
It don't matter. You telling somebody what I told you, bitch ass nigga. You don't understand.
You told somebody what I told you, Tank, so we're not finna sit up here and tell me that shit, bro.
Somebody you fucking your sister? No. Only I know I told you this. I vowed to you. I fuck out smacking the fuck out of you when I see you, nigga. I vowed to you in that car on the way there, bro. I said we gonna keep this secret between us. Do you wanna fuck mama? You said, well, do I tell folks your business, you bitch ass nigga?
I said I'm not going to and I'm not trying to. That's why when I told her the other day, since you said some shit like that, because you talked to Jazz, apparently, I feel like that person has and I told her that shit the other day. I don't have to lie about shit.
So why are you lying? How do Jazz know my mama fucked my friend, nigga? If only I told you.
I ain't say she was lying. I said she's lying to me.
Bonnie, how did that come out of your mouth, Bonnie? And I have not told nobody you was a sex offender. Why don't nobody know you was a sex offender? Only I know and my mama know. I don't go around telling nobody's personal business. So if my mama come back cussing.
That's not that personal, Tank. That's not that personal. Now you taking it too far.
Bro, you listening to personal shit I tell you, and you going back that was.
No, I didn't know. No. Okay, so why the fuck is your okay? I ain't even gonna say that shit, because that'll be wrong.
I don't care what somebody else said. Why do somebody else know?
Tank, you taking it from the wrong perspective. I did not say it from that way, trying to harm you. I said I knew y'all was see, you're trying to call me and fight with me. I knew that you were gonna be back talking to Jazz or be around Jazz, and I told her that shit.
Why would you tell her that I don't like her and I don't like her?
I didn't say that, girl. I didn't say that shit. That's how you fucking taking it, and that's how she. I said, I know. I said this nigga ain't been high for no fucking 8 years. He loves you. That's what the fuck what I said.
So you don't know nothing, nigga. Don't make it seem like you knew I liked the big girl. Why did you say something?
I said a person is not gonna be high for 8 years and make an excuse about why they was with somebody. That's what I said. I said you wasn't high for 8 years, and I told you that shit the other day on the phone, so we're not gonna have this conversation. I hate that males call me, like to say that I'm a bitch and all that shit, but males call me with the same shit that they claim that I'm doing, bro. Honestly, I didn't say nothing negative. I'm actually reassuring. I'm actually reassuring your relationship for you positively, because I'm saying that you was with her because you loved her. I didn't say nothing negative that she was fat and you don't like fat girls and none of that shit. That's the whole point. I was actually vouching for you because, like I told you the other day, you're gonna go be back talking to her, and I told her the exact same thing. That's why I said you wasn't high. I used the exact same reference that I used with you. You wasn't high for 8 years to where you was just on a stupor or in a slumber time. You was with somebody, and I didn't even say what I wanted to say because I'm saying that shit to you. You could have fucked 1,000 bitches in the process of you being with Jazz.
It was tough being with
the
her.
fuck?
I was a skinny guy. So what? You gonna go back and tell her that?
No, but the whole point is you saying that guys and her saying some shit that I already told you. That's what hold on. That shit is bitch ass shit for one, because I stand on what I say. And I just said that shit.
Bro, because somebody coming back telling me, like I said, I'm mad. You don't gotta be mad at her. I just want to know why Jazz knows somebody else to know. I confided in you.
You did. You did. And I apologize. I can sincerely say I was wrong for that one, but I was talking to her and she said she don't talk to people like that. And I figured she wasn't going to talk to you, but I expected her, because I called her, I said she a whore. I called your mother a whore, and she said, why was you calling her a whore? Because I said she done some foul shit.
Why do you have to say that, though?
And I mentioned Kyra, too, at the same time. I said, these are, hold on. Why you trying to, I said, I mentioned Kyra and her both doing the same thing to one another, calling one another's side niggas or niggas and telling them that they cheating. So the whole point is, look, I ain't gonna lie to you, Tank. I said what I apologize for saying it. I don't think it was that important. I didn't tell her that you did not like that, but I just said he still gonna talk to you. He still loves you. That whole hot shit was just him being mad. That's some bullshit. That's what I said. And as far as the shit about your mama fucking one of your friends, I had called her out her name. I didn't call her a B word. I said she was a whore.
I don't care about that. Fuck her.
And she said, why would you call her that? And no, I didn't say I sucked dick off the love. I said I was forced to do something against my will. I was gonna die. So once again, there you go. Once again, and on some real shit, I'm going live. So what you saying is I don't really give a fuck. So I don't care. So I can refute that shit. You not gonna win. Only thing you gonna do is do the same shit. Look, this I'm about to tell you a play-by-play right now, Tank. Because that shit was nothing negative. Only thing you about to do is say, oh, Wanya a pedophile, Wanya a pervert, Wanya suck dick. That's the only thing you're going to do is speak negative. I never said nothing negative about you. I never said nothing negative about you. That's the whole point.
Wanya, you just went back and told somebody I told you in private to a girl.
Nigga, you went back and told somebody in private something that I told you. The whole fellatio and all that shit. So let's just be specific. We not finna sit up here and play word games. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the shit that happened to me currently. I said before. See, there you go again, being not telling the truth. There you go again. I said I have. Yes, yeah. A lot of people tend to do that shit. A lot of people tend to, that's like how I'm gay, right? A lot of niggas tend to lie on me being gay. But I told you I'm fucking hoes, or I have been fucking hoes all my life. But the whole thing is, man, yes you is. That's all you about to do. Wany's a pedophile. Wany's gay. Wany's all this shit. I don't really give a fuck. That's all you do. You got the same brain your mama got. You got the same brain your mama got. Same brain your mama got. The same brain your mama got. That's like y'all say the same. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. Nigga, I say this all the time. When your family one another, that shit is fucked up. The way your family speak on you, the way your family don't speak on you, or it's gonna be fine and your cousins and all that shit. I'm talking about elders and all that shit. Your family's fucked up. So don't sit up there and tell me none of that shit, nigga. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I said what I said. I said what I said, nigga. And I meant what I said, bro. I don't lie about nothing that I say, bro. Smack it, cuz. Smack it. Smack it. Fuck. You told me that shit, bitch. Look, the Lions won. Niggas always trying to blow what I got going on because they are short-tempered, little people, dysfunctional, and all type of other type of shit I can't even imagine right now. Like, I be trying to have a chill day, and if it ain't Demon Seed, actually, because Demon Seed don't even call me. If it ain't motherfucking her calling me over some bullshit, it's this nigga. And I knew probably some shit was gonna get back talking to Jazz, but Jazz, like I said, I still love her to death. She ain't no ugly chick and none of that shit. She just big. I told her the same thing I told him the other day. He wanted to try to use that against me. I said that you putting smoking weed for being with somebody for 8 years. I don't give a fuck how they look. You're not gonna sit up there and say weed impaired you that much to where you was with somebody naturally that you wouldn't be with. That don't make no fucking sense. For you to make that statement alone shows your character. Because weed is weed. Ain't like you was smoking crack, crystal meth, doing cocaine, like drugs that actually like have you out there tricking and other shit like that and stuff like that, or really impairs you to the point that you don't really think rationally. Come on now, bro. Weed is weed. I drink and I smoke weed and I do mushrooms from time to time. That shit never gets me to the level to where I would do something again. Come on now, bro. I said, life and death different. Like I said, I was like, come on, niggas like to try to use shit against you. I don't give a fuck. Niggas like to say you gay, you a homosexual and all that shit. I know who the fuck I am. I bet you 9 times out of 10, you put me in a room with your bitch or a bunch of bitches, I'm gonna fuck something. So I don't even care to hear that bullshit ass rhetoric, bro. I don't. I'm talking about next time I see you, we ain't cousins. You said that shit numerous times. Unless you bring your gun and your little brass knuckles or whatever the fuck you want to bring, and you see me, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out if you touch me, because that's the energy you're giving me. And if you touch me, like I said, I'm knocking you the fuck out. I never say I'm gonna threaten a person and say I'm gonna beat your ass, because he ain't said that shit this time on the phone. He just said we ain't cousins. I don't know what that means to him. But if you ever touch me, bro, and I know you really not cut in that dynamic, come on now, man. I'll never harm you, but I'll make you pay attention or wise the fuck up. You can't believe everything you hear, my nigga. I said what I said. So a person to say what the fuck they want to say, yeah, I did say that, yo, mama, you shouldn't have said that shit. You done told somebody what some shit happened to me in my past, so, and I know that shit. Because you said in numerous occasions to people or bring up something regarding the nature of something. So you like to play these motherfucking games. I didn't want to sit up there and play them games on the phone with that nigga. So don't sit up there and say some shit. Say I'm trying to. Yeah, I told your mama some other, your girl some other shit. Like when you asked me if I said I'm trying not to. I don't want to. I peep that people like me because they get jealous of anything that I do. Any female, I go out of town, right? Or I'm about to go out of town. And this is when me and this nigga had this in-depth conversation. I told him some shit growing up, some shit that happened because I ain't growing with my people and then blah, blah, blah. I told a lot of people that shit. But the whole point is, not in your nature. So that's your fault. Fuck, nigga. As I said, niggas is mad that I do what I do and they can't do what they do because I think quietly you got an Oedipus complex, my nigga. And the shit that woman said in the past, her baby you was 16, 17 years old, and you technically a grown ass man, that shit says otherwise too. So don't sit up there and talk semantics with me. And niggas would think I be high all the goddamn time. No, I don't be high. This is me actually speaking when I'm speaking and how I'm speaking. So don't sit up there and try to say otherwise. You just mad that you don't have the intellect that I have or the capacity to sit up there and even dissect or even say the shit. Like I said, if I'm gonna say something, I'm gonna say I said it. Especially if I said it. You gonna sit up there and say, if a person said you said some shit, because that's what he said, blah 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 said you said this. Yeah, I said it. But if I sit up there and say blah 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 said you said this, you can sit up there and spin around that shit and sit up there and lie and say that you didn't say it when you goddamn well the only person that I've told that shit to. We just had this conversation over the phone earlier when I was talking to this girl and she said you did say that shit when you was drunk. I said no I didn't. I said Tank brought up a situation and I elaborated on it while you were present. That was the whole thing. I never said nothing directly to you. You were present. So you overheard that motherfucking information. That was the whole point. Because niggas like to test you. Even she said it. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, you a fag and all that shit. Well, I know goddamn well you a bisexual bitch. You been fucking niggas and bitches for the most part of your life. You will sit up there and play with a female knowing that she like you, or you allude to something knowing that this person like you, and then fucking cry wolf when this motherfucker try to come to you the wrong way. If you don't like this person, then you won't do it. I don't give a fuck if you're in a relationship, situationship. I know people's demeanor. It's not my fault that shit came out of the bag. I didn't say shit. I said stop saying shit. Because if I pay attention, what makes you think other people ain't paying attention? That's what I be saying. She chilling with my bitch ass, whole ass sister right now at her granny crib. And I love my sister Queen to death. Y'all seen her on the on my lives and shit like that. But I get into it with that bitch too because she done some foul shit in the past us growing up, and I called her out on her bluff, and she like to say that she don't do, I'll never do it on live, but I call that bitch out on her bluff, and she never is willing to admit to anything that happened to us, like in her not adolescent years, but like younger years. Like I said, I was in the system when I was a kid, but we lived together for like 4 or 5, like I'm gonna say like 3 or 4 years growing up. She's the eldest out of my mama kids. A lot of stories come back to this one particular person as far as being concerned. So when I said some shit, it wasn't to me trying to cry wolf type shit. It's like niggas like to slander my name type shit. I'm like, I'm only fucked up because other people fuck me up. I'm past that point in my life, don't get me wrong, but that shit still leaves you with a stain and a scar. So whenever somebody says something, people tend to believe something based on a preconceived notion, something that they have no recollection on, or it's just something what they heard hearsay. I've never harmed no one physically when it comes to the sexual nature directly, and I'm speaking indirect, but no, I've never harmed nobody in that nature. So motherfuckers would be like, oh, I've been harmed in that nature. Yes. So history repeats itself. I try to make sure history didn't repeat itself. And a couple of times in my earlier years, like before my teenage years, or during my teenage years, I did fuck up, but we all have as human beings. Ain't nobody perfect. That's the whole point. Everybody can probably been with somebody that wasn't of a legal age. And it wasn't even nothing like that. I'm just saying, people like to misconstrue shit. I don't give a fuck. I told you, I'm honest, I don't lie. Niggas like to say, oh, you drunk, you talk too much. I'm not even drunk. This is actually the truth. I don't give a fuck about bearing my heart and soul because we all fucked up, my nigga. That's the whole point. You can't sit up there right now, chat, and say, ain't nothing never happened to you in life in a physical manner leaning toward the sexual nature that you never consented to. That's what I'm saying. So I tell people, say what you mean what you say. I say words and say things that I actually agree on and I have a good sense of, so don't sit up there and try to play with me. Like motherfuckers say, oh, you gone. Like don't try to manipulate. And no manipulation. You know goddamn well, for one, you in the wrong because you fucking forcibly picked the argument the other day. I was doing everything I was supposed to do and all that shit. Something disrupted something to where it shouldn't have that day because you allowed it. But other than that, come on now, bro. I ain't got no time for that bullshit. I do everything that I am supposed to do and beyond. So I'm truthful. That's the whole thing about me. Y'all heard the car, like I told Nick, I'm going live right now. So I can go back and replay this conversation and all that shit. So I'm like, man, I ain't got time to hear this shit. You talking bullshit right now. I wasn't loud when I was talking to Jazz, your girl, because I was at the stove chilling and shit, trying to see what was going on. But yeah, she says, I probably shouldn't have said that shit, but the whole point is he about to say a bunch of bullshit. I don't care. Prove it. Like I told his mama, prove it. Y'all think I'm gay? Prove it. I ain't never seen me fucking no nigga or sucking no penis. I fuck hoes. You mad that I was talking to your girl because your girl will confide in you, but I thought you ain't like fat girls. Technically. Right? But like I told you the other day, we didn't prepare your brain for 8 years to where you was with her. You always go revert back to her. Until you find something else better in life, which you probably won't because she is honest, loyal, and she got a good heart. You probably gonna marry that girl. You just on some early midlife crisis type shit. Cause this nigga, he really not wrapped right in the head. He like almost like a psycho. I don't really care to hear otherwise. What you say is irrelevant to me, and that part. I try to be polite and patient and all that shit. I was supposed to take a picture of the Lions score. I can't find one right now. I want to probably catch it on live or ESPN or some shit like that. But I'll probably catch it in the morning, hopefully before I go to the dentist, so I can at least post the video and that. But the Lions won. They 7-1. That's why I had on this fucking theme music, but no longer needed. So that's that, honestly. I'm actually ready to lay down. I think them clothes gone. Let me go check these clothes in the basement because I put a little low there. So after this, I'm done. I'm back. I just had to go put some laundry in the dryer, but I don't really give a fuck about none of that shit. And I mean that shit. Yeah, year from now, 2 from now. I don't give a fuck. You still go flock back to my dick. You hear what I said? It could be a year now or 2 from now. You still go flock back to my dick. For me, because naturally you do love me too. That's the whole point. You just love me on the scale that you can't love. I'm still a nigga. That's the whole point. When females be in the presence of a good, genuine dude that they can't be with for whatever circumstances, they can't stand that shit. And it's mainly when it comes to family. Realistically. Jealousy. Jealousy. I mean that shit. I told you I was a psych major, my nigga. Y'all think I be bullshitting. I told her the other day you jealous of me. You wanna fuck me? I told y'all that shit. I don't lie. When niggas like lying, like my cousin, you said some shit. You asked me, well, nigga, I ain't gotta lie about shit. So he about to say a whole bunch of bullshit, post a whole bunch of bullshit. I'm about to probably sue this nigga for defamation of character. Go ahead and do this shit. DeMarcus Colvin. Niggas think I be playing. Go ahead. Cause I never defame your character. Nothing negative. So let's go ahead. Well, at least what I got going on, I can go back, track the footage, the audio, and all that shit. I never once. I said I admitted to everything I said. That was never once no defamatory statements. That's all we telling people. Stop playing with me. Because at the end of the day, if you really want to go a certain route, no matter whatever route it is, 9 times out of 10, you will lose. 9 times out of 10, you will lose. And let's just hope it's not the big loss. You feel me? That's what I said. I don't give a fuck about how much me and my family get into it. This shirt I'm wearing, this is my her side of the family. This is my dad's side of the family. We got way more camaraderie and love. Like I met them way before I knew my mama had for the family. For real, for real. So I really don't give a fuck. My mama's side of the family really, really fucked up any side anyway. Like all of them ain't fucked up, but the most part they selfish. They only care about their immediate family type shit. They maybe fuck with you and shit like that, but they only really fuck with their immediate family, the ones they known for a set amount of history. Like my family, they met me when I was grown. When I say grown, I was 18, 19, going off to college. That's still grown. They didn't know me growing up as a kid, all that shit. So the respect levels and the love levels is, and even between that time, I didn't spend a lot of time. I spent some time with them, but I ain't spent a vast amount of time with them, like, because I had time away because of my incarceration. But I've known my mom people for 20 years now. And after 20 years, I spent time with pretty much a lot of them, but it wasn't consistently. At points and chunks of time, it was, but if you did the mean million mode of that shit, the time and the history wouldn't add up. So that's that, to be 100% honest. But other than that, I knew my day was gonna get bad eventually, and it did. She got it bad, and then I called to discuss my day with somebody I thought I was a trusted confidant, and wasn't fucking there, and they got back to him and shit like that. So that's irrelevant. I don't care. And then I'd probably just lie to get out of it. Because even if I told you some shit, you got to prove it. You ain't record me. I said, bitches tried me. Ain't nobody where I went to go to. Y'all can only assume. Now, when I went to Memphis, that was a whole different, entirely different bitch. Because I went to Memphis, stayed for some time, and then drove back from Memphis. So I don't really care. You can all die and suck my dick. Yeah, call me. Yeah, I'm calling. Yep. Remember what I told you the other day when we was at the casino? She put me out. She finally put me out today. Again, after she put me out Friday. She said this shit is indefinite, like I should always say, because I told her the other day, well, I've been insinuated in front of her that she has been cheating, but she ain't say shit up until Friday. When somebody else started bringing up names, which is her and Mario, and I ain't say nothing. That was a dead giveaway. I told her to shut the fuck up, but she kept on talking. So I guess it got back to Mark and all that shit. Because when she called me today to do something for her, because the customer was coming over here, Lee Cole, the fat bitch, one of her friends, when she was coming over here to pick up some shoes, she didn't have the shoes in the size that she needed. And I went through everything. And then I found a shoe that's closest to the size. She's like, see, that's why I can't stand your bitch ass and all that other shit. And I'm like, see, if you was here to do your job, we wouldn't be going through this. And she just flipped the fuck, get the fuck out of my house. But you already disrespected me beforehand. You ain't talked to me in a couple of days, and every time you did text me, it was to take care of Mario because he was sick. Why am I taking care of another grown ass man? Yeah, she just wants, and no, she worried about everybody else other than her own, for real. Like, if I do the most for you, a nigga say, no, I do the most for you. You don't even worry about me like that. You sending this nigga fucking door dashes and buying the medicine and all that shit. If I was sick, you wouldn't do that shit for me. It's already came out, but I ain't gonna say the name because if it get back to her through you, then like how everybody else been saying, because Tank just said Tank just called me about some shit I told Jazz, and he mad about it. That's what somebody else just said, and they just said that. I've been saying it to you though the other day, but you just don't pay attention. Yes, I do because, like she said, even she said the other day too, after the fact, and Mario was present. I wasn't going live or nothing, but I said the same thing in front of him today, and he did not attest that shit because I know he went back and told Mark everything what was said because that's why Mark thinks something now too. But she was like, even if I was cheating, Mark could take me back any day of the week. And I've been telling her, I said, cheating is technically talking to somebody intimately. You ain't gotta be fucking nobody or none of that shit. I've been telling her that shit. That's what I've been calling her stupid. You was cheating with Manny and he tried to extort you. She just don't listen. Like when I call her an idiot, those are the reasons why I call her an idiot because you like to, and Mark been paying attention to this shit too. That's what I've been telling her. You just argued with this nigga a couple weeks ago about him spending the night out. He was cheating about some shit, but he go out of town all the time. You never once speculate or nothing like that. But then you see what I'm saying? People like to, but even if he is, it don't matter. Like when you start speculating and deflecting, that means something about you because he didn't say nothing until she said something to him about him doing something. And I heard the argument. He like, you gotta pass. I ain't doing shit. You doing, you see what I'm saying? I heard the whole conversation. It's like when she lost her phone or left it in the car and shit like that, she was livid to get that phone. She actually volunteered and she told you this conversation because remember you was here. She said, Kyra, I said I'll leave. Pack my bags, I go. The girl, like I said, you give yourself away. That's the whole point. There ain't nobody, and if I can peep it, somebody else has already seen it. That's why I told her the other day when we got into it, I said, shut the fuck up because you saying shit in front of Mario. I knew this shit was gonna get back in front of Mario. I've been saying she need to stop watching that motherfucking baby. You hear me? Kyra. Hello. All right, I'm done. The same night. You is. See, she doing that whole shit. You did. Come on, Bree. I love you. This is after the fact the customer came and I couldn't find the shoe and she cussed me out about me saying something to her. She said something to me. But she was like, yeah, you told Mark who I was about to run off with. I never said who the fuck you was gonna run off with. If it was a who in question, you gave that shit away the other day when niggas was talking about, because I said you said you was about to give a house to. You told that shit to me. Personally, you wasn't on the phone or none of that shit. You said that shit directly to me. And then when you start saying who and all that shit, and I ain't give no answers to none of the names you said, but when you said a certain name, you looked at me with a response. Or not to say yes or no, then somebody else seen that shit, and then that shit kept asking, shut the fuck up. Mario be here. I be telling that shit. Yeah. Fuck, don't listen though.
We got 4 of them, man. I thought you was going to store and buy something.
I bought 2. That's all I had enough.
You supposed to give me one back.
I know.
I know shit.
I'm washing your clothes, nigga. Fuck. Man, taking care of your ass. This nigga been sick for this. She called me on her nigga yesterday. Hey, go get some stupid stuff for him and stuff and orange juice and stuff and blah 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 blah. I did. Called her back, said you ate it all and all that shit. I'm about to go back to the store. You ain't go. She like I said, Kyra, you hear me? I was going live earlier today and I said I'm anticipating on somebody to call me with a fucked up day. Tank just called me and Tank didn't even call me. Tank called me on some shit that I thought I could talk to Jazz about because Jazz had said some shit about. No, I need to say some shit about what Jazz said about Tank and all that shit. And blah blah blah. And Tank said some shit in front of me.
Which one of the orange juice you been drinking out of?
The one that got the most in it. I poured the cup. I ain't drink out of it. I poured the cup.
You opening my orange juices, man.
To refrain from getting sick too.
Man, get your ass on, man.
I drink vitamin C
man,
too.
Get your ass on, man.
See, now people just want to argue just for the fuck's sake of it. People just think about their goddamn self.
I'm thinking about my goddamn self.
Hello, you still present, lady? A little nurse. A little nurse with fat ass. I just thought you cussed me out earlier about being in the room. I was on the phone, my nurse with fat ass. Again, I just started back talking to her.
What?
I said when you was talking about I don't want to hear that shit, I was on the phone, my nurse with the fat ass. I just started back talking to her again. Yeah, I don't really give a fuck about this shit right now. I'm about to listen to some goddamn music. I don't own the rights to none of this shit. Don't own the rights to none of this music, bro. Y'all hear me, YouTube? I'm probably finna go to sleep because this bitch got me on hold. I feel like she like keep on sending information. Yeah. I got a job. I'm gonna stay away for a minute. See, that's why I think she be on the phone texting the shit. That's why I don't feel like this hoe really listening to me. You mad? I'm not mad. You threatened me with this nigga the other day. Oh, this bitch bullshit. Dyslexic. Dyslexic. Genius. You should work yourself out. You should work yourself out. Let it all work out. Let it all. See, I just need a Lions picture of the final score, like an actual picture or recording of it on my phone. I can't take it off the phone like screenshot it. I need the actual footage so I can use it as a green screen. And once I do that, y'all will get y'all center sports on the Lions. But I'll be at y'all manana. Love y'all.